All right, more drama here. What do you have going on in your life? Should you, is this shady or not? Because this whole idea of dibs to me is ridiculous from the start. In this case, she thought she called dibs on a guy. Then her best friend swooped right in. Is it shady or not?
Shady or not, the Bert Show will decide. Are you shady? You will be vetted. Shady or not, the Bert Show will decide. If you shady, you will regret it.
What drama you got? We're ready for it. We'll turn it around, put it in the hands of Bert Show fam all around the country, try to get you some advice. Hit us up at thebertshow.com.
I need some advice about my best friend of 10 years.
What voice was that?
She put an exclamation at the end of it, so I felt like that first sentence really needed to have a good punch to it.
All right, do it again. Do it again.
I need some advice about my best friend of 10 years.
You sound like Fire Marshal Bill.
Let me tell you something.
Recently, she did something that has really hurt me, and I am struggling to get past it. I confided in my friend about a guy I was interested in quotes, Jeremy, and shared with her my plan to get his attention and hopefully go out with him. She seemed supportive and even gave me some advice. I trusted her completely. A few days later, had to go out of town with my parents. While I was out of town, my friend went behind my back and hooked up with Jeremy. She acted as if nothing was wrong and only casually mentioned it when I asked about her weekend. When I got angry, she said she didn't do anything wrong because Jeremy and I were not an item and had never hooked up before. But to me, that doesn't excuse what she did. I feel incredibly betrayed and hurt by what she did. She knew how much I liked him and how hard I was trying to get his attention. She knew that I would be hurt if she pursued him, yet she did it anyway. When I confronted her, she was defensive and didn't seem to understand why I was upset. I feel like my feelings were disregarded and that she acted selfishly without considering how it would affect me. I'm not sure what to do now. On one hand, I don't want to throw away our 10-year-long friendship. On the other hand, I don't know if I can trust her again. It feels like a huge breach of trust, and I'm not sure if I can forgive her for it. I'm also worried that she might do something like this again in the future. Do you have any advice? Could you continue the friendship? Should I try to work things out with her, or is it better to move on from the friendship? Is she right? Did she do nothing wrong? Please give me all your thoughts, Allie.
It's not exactly a dibs situation, but I do feel like it is a breach of friendship right there.
Your best friend of 10 years tells you, hey, I really like this guy. And she actually gives you advice on how to, snag him, and then behind your back hooks up with him. That's not a friend.
Cue Kristen saying, shady, because it is.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if you call dibs on somebody and then the person just happens to like your friend, I think you got to let it go. But in this case, because she did it behind her back, she obviously knew it was wrong. And then to come back and say, I don't understand what you're hurt about, you do know because that's why you kept it from her. And then the fact that she's not accountable for it, she's not even sorry, that to me would be all I need to leave the friendship alone.
That's a double infraction right there.
Yeah,
sure.
And this isn't even a dibs situation, right? This is me going to Mo and going, the saleswoman, back there, Layla, man, she's hot. I'm going to ask her out this week or next week or whatever. And I've already told you now, I'm confiding in you that I'm interested, right? And then you sneaking in front of me after I've already told you that. It's not necessarily calling somebody. That's just look, you and I are sharing something.
Yeah.
I'm interested in her. I'm excited about it. And then you swoop in. Oh, that's dirty.
Yeah, if y'all are friends or have that level of respect for each other, I would imagine that the moment you say that, then that's off limits for me, regardless of the way that pans out. That's just the way it's supposed to go.
Now, if I have that conversation with you and for whatever reason the salesperson starts to show an interest in me before I even go in or even speak to her or pursue it at all, I'm going to tell you, I got to tell you about that.
I would do the same.
And say, that girl I was telling you about a couple of weeks ago, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, I know there's a friendship of 10 years here that you don't want to throw away, and I do respect that, but I would give it time, and I'd be like, I can't trust you. I can't talk to you right now. And see if she comes around to understanding what she did was wrong, because she is in the wrong here. I feel like there isn't even a whole lot of gray here. It's very black and white. She's in the wrong here. And if she doesn't come around to apologize, I don't know if that's a friend I can keep.
Man, it seems silly to break up a 10-year friendship over something like this. I mean, because you can make a mistake in your friendship and
Correct.
recover it without breaking up the friendship, right?
That's why I would give it time. Like,
Yeah.
I would be like, I need some space from you. Like, I got to process this because what you did really, really hurt me. And my thing is, if they don't come around and apologize and acknowledge what they did, again, like, that's not one infraction, that's two.
I agree.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched, you can get more of The Bert Show on your favorite podcast platform. Wherever you listen to your podcast, you can find us. I don't know what any of these buttons do, by the way.